So, something very interesting happened at the Game Awards this year. We were all just sitting there waiting for the new Kotor remake to arrive, and then out of the blue, a new Star Wars Old Republic game was just announced. So it's not a Kotor remake, and it's not Kotor 3, but they're describing it as sort of a spiritual successor to Kotor. The interesting thing is that this project is led by Casey Hudson, who was the game director of the original Kotor and the Mass Effect trilogy, which does give me some hope. I have to admit I'm a little bit apprehensive about getting too excited about a new Star Wars thing. With the sequel trilogy of movies, things like The Acolyte and Outlaws, and yeah, basically just Disney's Star Wars, I'm a little bit worried that it's gonna turn into a dumpster fire. But if this turns out to be good, this could be an insane game. They describe it as a single-player, narrative-driven action RPG, and that does have a good ring to it. I mean, single-player, I'm in, that's exactly what I want. Narrative driven sounds good as long as it's not like a cutscene simulator. I'm hoping this means deep dialogue with many options and outcomes like the original games. Action RPG, as long as the focus on action doesn't take too much away from the RPG elements, this sounds good to me. This term can kind of mean a lot of things, so we have to see exactly how the game is designed. The trailer itself was cinematic, so there's no way to get a feel for any gameplay or mechanics at this stage though. I just really hope it becomes a really deep RPG experience and not just like an action game with like a few skill trees slapped on top of it, if you know what I mean. I really want that sort of deep role-playing game. It's being developed by Argonaut Studios, which as far as I can see is a new studio launched by Casey Hudson. In their press release they also say there will be some sort of light side, dark side mechanic, which is on track for a successor to KOTOR. I also found a quote in their press release that I resonate quite strongly with. So the quote is, "Star Wars' past is a vast open canvas for creators to explore without having to navigate storytelling touchstones from other media." And I agree with this so much, like so many of the games and media around Star Wars is kind of just trying to attach itself to like the original movies in some way, while there is like a whole world of lore outside of that to explore. I think at this point it feels a little bit stale to see another story that's happening during the period of the original movies, and then with like some fan service character just thrown in there because, you know. I think KOTOR did the right thing back in the day, exploring new material in the Star Wars universe, and I think that's what's lacking in a lot of other things too. We've already seen enough Stormtroopers and Darth Vader cameos, and not everything needs to have Jedis and lightsabers in it. Star Wars lore is full of interesting stuff just waiting to be explored. For me, I think KOTOR 1 and 2 and the Darth Bane trilogy are the best examples. So yeah, I really think going back to the Old Republic era is a great idea. It's still early in development, so I suspect we won't really see anything new for quite a while. A lot of people are joking that it's going to be cancelled like many other Star Wars projects, but I guess we'll see. I'm quite excited, but a little bit careful to not get too hyped, because Disney still owns Star Wars after all, and I'm not exactly happy about what they've done to it in general. I don't really know if this will try to keep the original as part of its canon lore or whatever, or if it will sort of paint over the old games. Although in my opinion, after the Disney takeover, what is and isn't canon really doesn't matter anymore, since the movies themselves basically kind of just ruined everything anyway. So there's no point caring what the official canon is supposed to be. At least in my opinion. It's probably safer to just think of this as its own thing and hope it's good within that framework. But time will tell. I do wonder what's happening with the actual remake, and I suspect this may mean that an actual KOTOR 3 is really not going to happen, since this feels more like a reboot. But if the game is good, I'll be happy about it. Let me know in the comments what you think, like and subscribe, tune into my live streams, and yeah, hopefully we'll see more of this game soon. I'll probably make videos about it. So yeah, subscribe and yeah, bye bye.